What's up, people? It's your boy Carlos, and you're watching the Blue Forte television channel. Um, yes, you're joined here. It's a very late broadcast. Usually I broadcast on Friday, but I've been very busy preparing for a game today, and yeah, that's at the team I play for. There's a tournament. And yeah, I'll be there. I'll let you know how that goes later on today. But yes, um, this is for the Chelsea versus Arsenal review. As you know, Chelsea were playing at home today. Later on, it kicks off at 4:30. We're playing against Premier League leaders Arsenal, and I will review the games that were played yesterday. Um, in the Premier League Matchweek 13, as well as review the games that will be played today. Okay, so first of all, I start with us. Um, we come into the game, obviously, the last 5 games, we've lost one and won 4. But of the 4 games we've won, we haven't conceded. Beating Nottingham Forest 3-0, Tottenham 1-0, Wolves 3-0, and Burnley 2-0. Last week, we lost to Sunderland 2-1, as you know. Arsenal come in with 4 wins out of 5 with 1 draw. They also they have 3 clean sheets: 1-0 against Fulham, 1-0 against Crystal Palace, 2-0 against Burnley as well. They drew with Sunderland 2-2, and they have beaten, as you know, Tottenham last week, but it wasn't a clean sheet, 4-1. So on sort of form, I would say with our 3-0 win over Barcelona, we're probably in better form than Arsenal, and only just though. But yeah, I'd say we're better. We're more equipped and definitely more confident coming into this game. This game's going to be live on Sky Sports, also live on BBC 5 Radio. We've got a full squad to choose from. Robert Sanchez in goal, Philip Jorgensen, Gaga Slonina, all 3 of them in goal. Our defenders, we have full list to choose from. Kukurea, Tosin, Badiashile, Jarrell Hato, Chalaba, James, Gusto, Fofana, and Achempong. In the midfield, we have Fernandez, Palmer, Isugo, Santos, Caicedo, Boyanote, Lavia. We also have Reggie Walsh, Imanalo, and Harrison as well to choose from. And up top, we have Pedro Neto. I'm not sure about Delap. I think we got Delap to choose from. Jamie Gittins, Pedro, Tyreek George, Mark Guiu, Esteval, Garnacho, Muheka, and we've got Kavuma McQueen as well from the academy to choose from. Arsenal, they got a full squad as well. David Raya. I think they got Kepa available, and Tommy. I think it's Tommy Setford is their third choice keeper. They've got William Saliba, as I think Gabriel is still injured, as far as I know. They got Saliba, Mosquera, Ben White, Incarpi, Timber, Calafore, Lewis Skelly. In the midfield, they've got Eze, Norgard, Nwari, Marino, Zubimendi, Declan Rice, and Max Dowman. And up top, they have Saka, Gyökeres. Not Gyökeres. I don't know if they got Gyökeres. I think they got Gyökeres, Trossard, Madueke, and they've got Sagu and Harriman Anus to choose from. When I look at us, you know, in the season so far, Arsenal got 9 wins. We've got 7. We've both got 2 draws each. We've lost 3 games. Arsenal's lost a game. We scored 23 goals. Arsenal have scored 24. There's not too much in it. They got 7 clean sheets. We got 6. So yeah, I'm looking at it like for the rest of the years, for the remainder of this year anyway, 2025. The games are as follows. We played today, and then we've got Leeds on the 3rd, Bournemouth on the 6th, Everton on the 13th, and Newcastle on the 20th. Arsenal, of course, they got us later on today. On the 3rd is Brentford. On the 6th is Aston Villa. On the 13th is Wolves. And then they've got Everton on the 20th. So it's pretty even. It's an even matchup. I don't know who will play. I just get the feeling that Cole Palmer is available. He's back. I think if he doesn't start, he'll come off the bench for definite, but it's going to be interesting. I'm not really going to do a prediction on the team because it's just too early now, and I won't have time. I'll just talk about the game afterwards, but I expect to see Esteval definitely start. That would be really good. It's just going to be interesting seeing Caicedo, hopefully Santos as well with Fernandez. I'm in 2 minds about, whether Fofana will start ahead of Tosin, or if we'll carry on with Tosin, and if Badiashile will start ahead of Chalobah. I'm not too sure about it. I would continue with Chalobah. I would possibly pay Fofana for this game, but I'm not sure. I don't make the decisions. I've got confidence in all our players now. I think we're in good form. And yeah, we've got a few injuries to come back, but yeah, we're in good form. We're at home. Our form so far has suggested to me that we will get another clean sheet today. And I'm really confident in saying that I believe that we'll win this game as well. I don't know what the team will be, but I've definitely got 100% confidence in our team. It won't be easy. It might be, dare I say that, and then I think if we do go down a goal or 2 goals, we will still win the game. Although I'm banking on a clean sheet for some reason, I just think we can. I think we've got enough to keep Arsenal in the locker. Arsenal are very, very slow to start, to get into a game. Except against Tottenham, it was different. That's because it was a derby, like a proper rivalry. This is another London derby, but Arsenal always bring their A game. We always bring our A game. I've just got a feeling we're going to win this one. And I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for us at home. I just think we've got a lot more going for us than people give us credit for. So I'm going to go with a 2-0 win. And yeah, man, we're ready to rock. And but more than likely, we may even cook Arsenal today. I've just got that feeling. It's not going to be easy. A lot of people, Arsenal are the favourites, by the way. The bookies' favourite and a lot of people are tipping them to beat us and get a clean sheet as well. So we're not expected to win. We're in second place. They're 6 points ahead. A lot of people are saying they could be 9 points ahead at the top at the end of today. I think they'll be 3 points ahead. I'm going to go with us on that. So I don't want to spend too long on that because it's very late now. And like I said, I'll do a broadcast later on today, letting you know the rest of Matchweek 13 fixtures. But I will, as I didn't get the opportunity yesterday, on Friday, to review them, I'll just to preview them. I'll review what happened yesterday. So Brentford played Burnley, and I would have picked Brentford to win anyway, as I did prior to that, in a blog online. Brentford won 3-1 against Burnley yesterday. All the goals came in the second half, and they came in the last minutes. Igor Thiago scored a penalty in the 81st minute. Fleming scored a penalty in the 85th minute for Burnley to draw a level. And then Igor Thiago scored a minute later in the 86th to bring Brentford 2-1 up, with Owatara scoring in the second minute of extra time to make Brentford take the match. Brentford played really well. Burnley were tough. They were game. They were up for it. But yeah, Brentford, it was a very, very cagey, slow game, boring in some intervals, but exciting as well at some times. But yeah, they both played really well. And Brentford got the 3 points. Man City beat Leeds 3-2. That was a very exciting game. There was loads of goals, and it was just there was just a lot of goals in that game, and it was 2-0. Man City were 2-0 up at half time, thanks to a Phil Foden goal in the first minute, and Vardy goal in the 25th minute. Calvert-Lewin in the second half scored in the 49th minute. Nemacha scored in the 68th minute to draw Leeds level. And then Phil Foden scored in the first minute of extra time to make it 3-2. So that was a good win for Man City. Sunderland playing Bournemouth. I would have picked Bournemouth to beat Sunderland, but that didn't happen anyway. Sunderland were playing at home, and they took full advantage of that. Bournemouth were 2-1 up at half time due to an Adley goal in the 7th minute and an Adams goal in the 15th minute. I think it was Lafille scored a penalty in the 30th minute. And in the second half, Traore got a goal in the 46th minute, and Brobby got a goal in the 69th minute to make it 3-2. And Cook got sent off in the 6th minute of extra time at the end. He got a red card. Crazy, but it happens. But Sunderland, they took the 3 points by beating Bournemouth 3-2. Everton played Newcastle yesterday at home. Newcastle United won. They beat Everton 4-1. Good away home win for them. They were 3-0 up at halftime. A Tior goal, I think that's how you pronounce it, Tior, in the 1st minute. Miley in the 25th minute, and Watermeide in the 45th minute to make it 3-0 at halftime. And then in the 58th minute, Tior scored again to put them 4-0 up before Kiernan Drewsbury Hall got a goal in the 69th minute to a little constellation goal for Everton to save face He's in very good form. I'm glad things are working out for him since he left Chelsea as well. So that's really good. What can I say? The last game to be played yesterday, uh, I'm so glad I didn't. I would have expected Tottenham to beat Fulham, or at least draw, and they didn't. Fulham were 2-0 up at half time. Fulham beat Tottenham 2-1. Tete scored in the 4th minute, and Wilson scored in the 6th minute. And yeah, Kudos was able to sort of come back in the second half with a 59th-minute goal to sort of spare, get a consolation goal for Tottenham. But yeah, Tottenham lost that one 2-1. That was quite shocking. Today, Crystal Palace kick off against Manchester United at home at Selhurst Park. That's kicking off. That's a 12 o'clock kickoff. Let me just check something. Let me just check if that's going to be televised, and what platform is going to be televised on. Yeah, boy. Let me see. Who do I think will win that one? Crystal Palace at home are quite dangerous. I know it's Man United playing them. That's on TNT Sports for anybody that wants to know. I'm going to think Crystal Palace is going to cause an upset. I just think Crystal Palace will upset Man United tomorrow early. With that, I would normally expect Man United to just literally walk all over Crystal Palace, but Crystal Palace at home, they've got good attacking threats. I'm going to go with them. I'm definitely going to go with them, with Sarr and Mateta. I think, yeah, they can do the damage. So I'll go with Crystal Palace with a 1-0 win, or a win by a 1-goal margin. There are 4 games on the Super Sunday on Sky Sports, so all the other games will be on Sky Sports. 3 of them kicking off at 5 minutes past 2. One will be Aston Villa versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. The other will be Nottingham Forest versus Brighton, and West Ham versus Liverpool. I've got Villa beating Wolves. I don't know the score, but I think Villa will be too strong for Wolves. Wolves are definitely, you can't even say they're in a relegation battle. I do believe Wolves will get relegated by Christmas. Mathematically, well, it's not entirely possible, but you'd like to think if Wolves don't pick up a win before Christmas, or even a draw, it's going to be very, very hard for them to stay up. Nottingham Forest are playing Brighton and Hove Albion at home. I've got Brighton and Hove Albion just edging a win. I think they'll be a little bit too strong for Nottingham Forest. Too much energy, too much quickness in the midfield. I think they'll just have enough. Mind you, Nottingham Forest are good defensively and they can attack very well down the wings. But centrally, I think Brighton will win those battles. And I definitely expect Brighton to win there. West Ham are playing at home against Liverpool. This can go one of either ways. Like, again, it's like the Man United Crystal Palace game. I expect Liverpool to walk all over West Ham, but the form that Liverpool are in is telling me that West Ham will snatch a win. I think they'll win it by either 1 or 2 goals as well. They're playing at home. They look a lot stronger. They were in sort of relegation zone a few games ago, and they're out of that. Those days are behind them. I've got West Ham winning it. And then the last game is us, Chelsea. We're playing Arsenal, 4:30 Stamford Bridge. Boy, I've told you already what I think. I think it'll be a 2-0 win for us. Or if we do concede, we'll win the game by a 2-goal margin. So like a 4-2, something like that. Honestly, it'll be 4-2 or 3-1, something like that. But I'm gonna go with a 2-0 win. I do think we have, although we've had the injuries we do actually have a better defense, not just on paper. We've got more depth in defense, midfield, and attack than Arsenal do, and we've got better quality there. It's very interesting, but I think we'll win. We'll win it 2-0, to be honest. Or if not, we'll definitely win that game. That's all I could definitely promise that. So look, I'm gonna leave it there. Sorry for the long the long upload, but I got to it in the end. And please like, comment, share, and subscribe when you do see the video. I do understand the algorithm of YouTube and how it works. It will be months from now where people will engage and start liking the video. The channel is brand new. I'm not new to YouTube. I was the first black, put it that way, from the UK, one of the first black men on this platform, period, back in 2006. And I know how it works. Even with the new algorithm and everything, I don't have a Twitter. I don't have these other platforms. I don't use TikTok anymore and stuff like that. I use Facebook. So I do know it will be a long time before my channel goes viral. I understand that. I do understand a lot more that it will take a bit of time, but a like, a comment, sharing the video and subscribing to the channel really does help. So it helps the algorithm. If not, dislike it. And if not, just keep hate watching. Either way, it helps the algorithm. Um, and I'm willing to stand 10 toes deep with my predictions and everything else. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna leave it there, and I will be doing a broadcast later on today. All right, I'm out.